Hello and welcome to Blades and Blasters. I know I'm not your normal voice that you hear, but this here's Danish, and we're sitting down tonight to play Delta Green. It's a self-titled adventure called Numb. And I have got with me Tet, got Darren, and Gru, who will be joining me on this little adventure. So I'll handout, which should be all on your screens here. So I apologize first and foremost that the image doesn't necessarily match with the rest of the setting, but the images of an airport just give you all the size of the airport that you'll be landing. So, winter is in full sway in the northern hemisphere. A day in mid-January finds you receiving a text on your respective phone. You immediately are filled with a sense of dread as the caller is unmarked, but the message is simply the icon of a triangle. You knew this day would come. As contractors for the Special Access Program, you've been given tasks and pursuits of study and quickly told to forget about them. There was always the inclination that if it was needed, you would the Special Access Program has delivering something unusual to something else, to someone. You quickly receive another message, and you're told to get to your nearest airport, and a ticket to the Holton International Airport has been provided for you. Your jobs have been notified of a quick absence. You find yourselves within hours in a small airport just a short distance from the Canadian border. You're ushered into a room where you see a few other individuals with you. A man with combed over black hair, a pallid complexion, and a rumpled navy suit hurriedly walks in with a suitcase. Placing it on the desk, he lets out a long breath and turns to face a collection of people. Hi. Sorry, I just got off the plane myself. You can call me Mr. Jeffries. You're all here because you have the skills we need in the time we need it. You're all part of the Special Access Program, and in order to continue operating as we do, we have to fulfill favors. Normally, we wouldn't be involved in something like this, but after the insistence of a certain member of Congress and being shown what I will show you shortly, we thought it might be necessary for us to get involved. He pulls a tablet and a miniature projector from the suitcase, shuts the lights off. On the far wall, you see a young man who appears to be in his early 20s, profusely sweating, disheveled and mumbling. Mr. Jeffries turns the volume up and you hear, Ek harmfuller fadir, felgus latin, nodins audit mer, farvel. The young man stands up, clutching something in his hand. You can hear whimpering in the background. Please. Sobs are heard as the heavy footsteps of the young man take him off screen. Please! Brill shriek, followed by a wet thunk, heard off. Further sobbing, but this time it appears to be coming from the young man. Camera shuts off. Mr. Jeffries pauses as the lights are raised, and he places the tablet and projector back in the suitcase. Now, that was Old Norse, and I can guarantee you that young man couldn't find Norway on a map. Our attention was grabbed due to some keywords that the young man brought up. But to roughly translate, we got, I'm filled with sorrow, father. Friend's dead. Odin's fated me. Goodbye. We have vehicles prepared for you and a map of where the senator's son was going on a winter vacation with his friend. It's a remote area. You'll likely have to go on foot from the road. Heavy snows recently came through the area, so you'll be given appropriate winter gear. Jeffries hands you the keys and points you out the door. You can't miss it. As you go outside, you see a black Suburban waiting for you. With the navigation program for the senator's cabin, you load up and drive northwest into the forest side. So let's go around and give a character description. So I've got first on my screen Tet, who is playing, if I remember right, Steven Sprankle.
Yes.
What's your character?
Steven Sprinkle is a EMS agent, and after the death of a patient en route to Henry Ford Hospital, the family claimed negligence on Steven Sprinkle's part, and it cost him a bunch of money in a civil suit. So as that suit continues, he finds that he is getting scheduled less and less on the ambulance crew, and his co-workers are requesting changes of shift if they are to be paired with him. 10 years from retirement means he's in his mid-50s probably, and Steven needs this lawsuit to go away in time to do his job in peace and to retire happily.
Can you ping which one is yours?
This guy.
All right, next I have Darren, who is playing Shelton Chrisman.
All right. Well, Dr. Shelton Chrisman, to you, please. He's a practicing internal medicine doctor. He's a rather grumpy, grouchy kind of person. He chain smokes. He's, as far as you all would know, alone. Something about his son in his past bothers him. And the one thing you do know is he's been on the lookout trying to find his missing son, and that seems to be at the heart of his connection to this organization. He doesn't seem thrilled with having to be part of some sort of secret organization where he gets called up out of the blue, but he seems pretty determined to find his son. He also drinks a lot. Danish, you are muted.
Yeah, he's typing. He says his
okay.
computer locked up. Pause. I'll pause the record. I think the doctor is finished, if you're ready.
No, I've still got a lot more to go.
No, that's right. That's right.
I was just winding up.
Perfect.
But seriously, I'm done.
Okay, go. So, I think we finished with the doctor. Sorry, are you ready, Ted?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's going. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, we just finished with Dr. Chrisman, and now we're over to Alicia.
Alicia Unsbuck. She's a cute little thing, but she found herself in some trouble before she was even in college. After pairing up with 3 other people, she had formed a con ring where she was able to catfish high-end suitors. It didn't end well because she tried to extort some money from a very wealthy CEO who was able to pull strings and pay enough people off to have her locked up for 4 years. So even though she has a college degree, she really can't get great gainful employment. So recently she's the office manager of Gary's Auto. So she shows up wearing a mechanic's jumpsuit and grease under her fingernails, looking around nervously, kind of giving a nod to anyone else in the room.
For fuck's sake, kid, clean your fingernails.
Yeah, it's just, no matter what you do, there's still a little bit left in there. That lava soap really dries out your skin, too.
And then lastly but not least, we've got Drew Croxton.
Drew Croxton, SAE, U of F, Vice President, Technical Manchester, VP Sales. I'm moving up, and I don't know why I'm hanging with you losers.
Christ.
Can you ping your person?
If you can't tell which one it is,
Yeah.
just let me.
I was joking.
This is 2020, guys.
Yeah. So how nice is your suit?
Nicer than you can afford, even
No.
after you catfish that guy.
Well, she's not asking. She's looking.
It's very nice.
She goes over and sits by you and gives you a little smile.
Give you a little smile back.
Jeez.
I got plenty of smile.
Steven has a massive Pepsi bottle that he's spitting his dip into.
So the 4 of you load into your Suburban that's been provided for you. You provided with some heavier winter gear. And you hit the road, and hours upon hours of travel finds you in the more rural parts of Maine until you finally come to a trailhead. You see that there
Do
are
we know
three.
what we're doing before? Did he give us any further briefing, or are we just off?
Okay,
Well,
can you sum up very quickly? Just we were told to go find the senator or the senator's son.
His son.
Yeah.
Senator's son. I have
Yeah.
a motivation on my sheet, Danish. Does that mean is that senator instead of congressman?
I wasn't exactly sure when I wrote that if it'd be senator or representative.
Okay.
But you
I
can,
just wanted to make sure it was relevant. So
yeah.
And before we leave, can I ask the guy Jeffries? So is someone gonna brief us when we get closer or what? I don't really know what we're doing.
Well, the simple fact is that this senator owes us a favor. He'll owe us a favor after this. So we need you to go in and get his son out.
and there's people speaking Old Norse.
Yeah, that's what kind of that and the word Nodens that isn't necessarily something that's associated with the Old Norse religion. So,
What's a Nodin?
well, that's a little bit above your pay grade there, ma'am. So you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully, and
What if
we'll
the
just,
kid don't want to come?
well, I believe you got Mr. Sprankle and Dr. Chrisman here, who are medical professionals, and if you don't want to come, you can knock his ass out and bring him back.
That's it. Get the kid, bring him back.
And if there's anything to clean up there, well, I'm hoping that the four of you can put your heads together and figure that out.
I better be getting something good for this, man. This sounds like a shit job.
Well, Mr. Sprankle, I do believe that there is something that we have in possession that might be in regards to your current lawsuit. That might turn the tides in your favor.
Well, that's all you had to say then. I can go pick up some white kid and bring him back. No problem, man. Spits into his Pepsi bottle.
Each of you are given basically just a small little manila envelope that gives you a picture of the. You don't have a name necessarily. They heavily redact information about him, but he looks to be in about his mid-20s. Like I said before, it's a black and white photo from the cell phone, but you get a pretty good idea of what this kid looks like. He appears to be Caucasian, fairly athletic, trying to grow in facial hair, but not taking too well.
And we don't know who the senator is or congressman.
You do not for reason.
Yep.
Do I have a laptop?
You can ask for one. You are not given one automatically.
Okay, she's gonna ask for one.
What year is it?
It's current year. So January of 2020. Well, now, young miss, why exactly do you need a laptop going out there?
You never know what you're gonna run into, and sometimes a Google search can really save your butt.
You think there's internet out there?
Well, I got a hotspot with my.
Do you think there's going to be
I
service?
got Verizon. She frowns, checks her bars.
Well, if you have a hotspot, then that you sure should have a smartphone. So I think you're pretty well covered.
All right. Well, okay.
And if not, I believe that the good doctor there probably has a fancy phone that you could borrow.
Look,
Oh, it's a flip phone he's got. Come
I've got a real
Nothing
phone.
wrong with flip phone, son.
They're reliable? Is that what you're going to say? Because they ain't.
Works for me. I'll need to go futzing around on the damn internet.
Now, if you need to, I believe, given that it's a bunch of 20-somethings, they probably have some kind of laptop or something out there for their live streams or what the shit not. But I believe that you should be equipped with everything that I believe you'll need.
Did he let us keep the photo of the guy?
Yeah, that was attached to your manila envelope, and that's where each of you basically get your motivation from. It's for Mr. Sprankle.
Gotcha.
It's, hey, here's some evidence. You get just bare snippets of it that that the rest of it will probably turn the lawsuit in your favor. For you have your case file number, Alicia.
Yep.
So you know that they've got some dirt and they've got some pull.
Danish, do you want me to pull in the Groovy and play a Call of Cthulhu playlist or something?
No, actually, I will.
Okay,
if I
cool.
have permission for Groovy,
Oh, yeah, you
I've
should.
got the perfect.
Just do dash play in botto or orders and it'll happen. Or I can do it for you if you want to. I can DJ for you.
There we go.
Cool.
What time is it?
It is roughly about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard in the morning. So, any other questions?
For the vehicles we're going to be taking?
There is one waiting for you outside. It's a black Suburban that the four of you should be able to fit in nicely.
Well, I should drive, obviously. Me being an EMS professional ambulance driver,
That makes sense. I approve of that.
So glad we've got your approval.
All right, and if he wrecks it, I guess I'll fix it.
Oh, I ain't gonna wreck it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you cut your little finger trying to fix it, I'll bandage up your little finger.
Well, that's mighty sweet of you. All right. Well, I guess that's all I've got. Should we head up?
I guess.
All right, so the four of you gather into the SUV and head to the northwest. After hours of driving, stopping, confirming where you're going, if you're on the right highway or not, you eventually come to the head of a snowmobile trail. You see that there are 3 other cars that are parked there with roughly about 8 inches of snow covering.
Oh my god, man. It's freezing out here. Look at all the snow. Who would live out in some place like this, man?
Are they living out here, or are they just kind of having a party?
Well, who would have a party out here? It's crazy.
You know, kids, they'll party anywhere. And he's been looking at Chrisman has been looking at the so-called file. And by the way, I can't control my token, Danish. And he just tosses it down on the seat again. It says there's like 8 unredacted words in this file. Not much use. I don't know what they think we're gonna do. And why are they sending 4 of us to pick up some snotty-nosed teenager? I don't like the smell of that.
And why are they sending us? Like, anybody winter trained out here? I don't think so. You don't look like the sporting type, Doc. Cross-country skier? Don't think so.
While they're still in a place with service, Alicia tries to look up what Nodin is.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an let's got been a little bit of random game. Give me an unnatural roll, please. or you can substitute that with a computer science.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do computer science. Since I have a 0. And I'm not sure.
Yep, understandable.
Womp.
Well, I'm not getting anything. I'm not sure I'm spelling this right.
Noden, I think.
Well, that's what I've got.
I ain't never heard no Noden. I don't know what that is. I don't care what that is. It's some crazy shit, man. I don't know if this is worth it. Are we able to drive back there with the car, or do we need to take? Are there snowmobiles? You said there's snowmobiles.
It's a snowmobile trail, but
Okay.
there are no snowmobiles
Okay.
present, so you're going to have to hoof it.
Jeez, and how much further is it showing? You said we had a GPS on the location.
Yeah, and according to GPS, you're roughly looking at probably another hour and a half, 2 hours of a hike.
Jeez.
Okay. Croxton wants to dust off the license plates and take a picture of each one, note what states they're from.
Okay. They all appear to be from Maine.
Okay. Does he have any, in connection with his criminology, which I don't know why he has criminology, but does he have somebody who he could just go send a just basic check for who these vehicles are registered to?
And yeah, you can do that. Also, I missed your message there, Slip. Go ahead and give me another computer science roll for that first request. So, yep, both you and Drew can make a roll.
Oops, sorry, I clicked it twice.
Okay. That's all right. We'll take your 5% there. They're both pretty good, but yeah, with that, you are able to get... Nice. And you wanted a name, correct, Drew?
A name to go with each of the vehicles, who they're registered to.
Pull up name quick. So, you have got a... For you, Slip, you've got the name of William Fox. That is who the image pops up with, like on Instagram. And you have got your end there, Croxton. You've got Keith Dawson, Shannon Duke, and Angelica Finch.
Yeah, William Fox. Does anybody know who has heard of a Senator Fox?
There is no Senator Fox in real life.
Well, let's just see if Google agrees with that.
So you are looking at... So William Fox was the name of the previous owner of the vehicle, and it looks like it's actually registered, or it's currently the... Sorry, I got my name screwed up there. For you, Alicia, you're actually seeing that Angus King is the name that tags as his dad.
Ah, scumbag. Great.
Okay, Angus King. I don't know who that is either. I'm not really political. But it's good to know. As she starts scrolling through this guy's Instagram, trying to get a feel for the...
He's a former governor. He's currently a senator. Ran as a Democrat the first time. He was an independent the second time. He caucuses with the Democrats. Pretends he's neutral. Anything else?
Well, no, I mean, it's just, you know, knowing things is good, especially when we're out of here. We might need a little leverage.
I like the way you think.
She smiles at him, dimples showing in her cheeks. So,
Catfish.
this kid, let's see what he's into. Maybe he's actually posted something since he's been here. So basically, she's scrolling through his Instagram to see if he's like saying, "Hey, I'm partying up in the woods."
Yeah, so you're doing that while you're walking. You do come across a lot of snowmobiling videos or pictures of snowmobiles, them together. It looks to be roughly about 6 of them total. It looks like it is King's son along with, William Fox was his name that he goes by, and 3 of the others that they aren't tagged. So you have the 3 names that the cars are registered to, and then 3 others that aren't necessarily tagged in the videos because they're in thick winter gear. But they're talking about how it's just killer winter storms came through here, nice thick snowfall, and it's just great time to party.
Oh shit, guys. There's like 7 of them here. We're
Great.
brute forcing it might be a little tricky. We might need to finesse Fox away from everybody else.
How old's this kid?
He looks like he's about... How old?
Probably about 22, 23.
Oh shit. They'll see me walk in the door. I know how these kids are. They'll freak out. It ain't gonna be a problem.
No, they're expecting a guy just like you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying they're going to give us necessarily physical trouble, but...
You think they expect someone to come?
Yeah, I don't know
They're
why
having
they
a
would.
party. They need a delivery.
They ain't gonna be wanting to deliver from me. You see any other black guys out here? You think somebody's gonna come out here like this? Hell no, man.
Well, let's just, let's play it cool until we've kind of assessed what's going on there. Maybe not just charge in half-cocked, full-cocked, whatever. Just, you know, maybe like we're just hikers or something. We don't want to, like, spook them right away.
Yeah, you think my Armani is gonna look like I'm a hiker?
Well, didn't you put on that... Oh, jeez. There was winter clothes over there in the van.
They go over the Armani.
Yeah.
So
Unless
don't
they have
take off your-
X-ray vision. I mean, you're cute, but yeah, maybe you're not all that smart.
I think he's trying to say his class will ooze out.
Well, then maybe you should do the talking.
I do that well.
I'll do the staring. Look, I don't know what that was on that recording when that guy was... I mean, somebody was crying.
And how'd they get that recording anyway?
That's a good
Maybe-
question.
They made a phone call, maybe? She checks her phone to see if they still have service.
Yeah, it's spotty, but they do. You do have it.
Yeah, probably a phone call. Well, I'll do the... And she just unbuttons the front of her shirt a little bit.
Steven just
The
shakes his
persuasion
head. Look, if somebody's in there... I mean, are we talking about a hostage situation? Why are they sending us? Why aren't they calling the police?
Because there's something freaky going on. You know that that's what this is about, right?
Some
Yeah,
senator's
Shannon Duke
son
and
is
Alicia
in trouble.
Finch. They sound freaky.
Yeah. It's just some dumb senator's kid.
Like on the down low, then. Get him out on the
Yeah.
down low. Alright, well,
Right.
I
We'll
mean,
be
why would he
quiet about
cry?
it.
Maybe he's
Get out of
high
there.
or something. I don't know.
Got hold of some bad bath salts.
Fuck.
Maybe we should prepare a sedative.
I'm
Somebody.
already ahead of you there. Easy enough.
What kind of medicine do you practice? You look like a family doctor to me. Psh, ain't worth shit, man.
I didn't think doctors smoked anymore. What kind of doctor is he, period?
He just
Doctor of Women's Studies, probably.
This doesn't seem to bother him at all. These comments. He just gets his little medical kit out, puts it over his back or shoulder rather.
Would I have a medical kit as well, Darren or Danish?
Yeah, you have, I think it listed down below. Yeah, in your armor and gear, you have a first responders medical kit.
Okay, cool.
All right. Oh, for an hour of trudging through the deep snow, the air's cold, stings your throat and lungs. And as darkness starts to take through the forest, you see the silhouette of a cabin in the distance.
Finally, I can't feel my toes.
Shit, man, this is crazy. I don't know who the hell ever comes out and stuff like this for fun. That is ridiculous.
Chrisman just takes a last puff on the cigarette and tosses it into the snow.
Well, I mean, are we going to just go knock on the door? What are we going to do here?
Yeah. Let's... Me and,
Big time here. We just call him Big Time.
Yeah, big time. My token's being nuts. Me and Croxton go to the front, and you guys can maybe go check through the window.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to snooping around. They'd probably just shoot me.
Well, I didn't see any guns in the videos.
Well, I mean, you live out here. Who the hell doesn't have a gun that lives out here? These crazy motherfuckers.
I don't think they live here, but, I mean, you might be right.
I'll go this way then.
So, as you all make your way closer to the cabin itself, you do notice that the fence that partitions the cabin itself that goes up to the tree line. And as you approach the cabin, it's fairly decent sized. It appears to be roughly about 30 feet wide, and it looks to be maybe about 50 feet long. It's a moderately sized cabin. You see that in the front yard there is about three bundles of timber along with an axe embedded into a stump. You have what appears to be an outhouse over here, and the rest of the cabin goes along towards the back.
Do we see the snowmobiles?
You don't. You can give me an alertness check, though.
And I assume the fence is easily scaled?
Yeah, there's been enough snowfall, and it's been compacted down that you have roughly about 2 feet sticking above the snow line.
Okay.
Oh, critical success. Nice. So with the crit, you see beyond the cabin this direction, there are not 6, but there are 4 snowmobiles that are heavily covered with snow.
She kind of points it out. Hey, look, there they are. Looks like they haven't used them today.
I'll go check them out.
Steven just he'll come inside here and just he peeks in the outhouse. Oh man, fuck.
As you look in the outhouse, you do see that there is snow caked along the entryway there. A nice, smooth, padded down exterior, but it doesn't look like it's been used recently.
Is it snowing out currently?
It is not, but as you have before you parked the Suburban, you could see in the distance dark clouds gathering on the horizon.
Okay. Well, nobody's coming out here to take a shit. At least they could be just pissing right outside, I guess.
It does look like there's probably about 3 to 4 inches of snow inside the outhouse itself. The door hasn't been bolted from the outside, so it's blowing open and slamming against the frame of the door, the outhouse.
Oh, it's fucking weird, man.
So with Drew and Alicia, as you two go up, you do step up the stone front step, and there is a nice little patio there that's or front porch that makes its way up to a large, solid oak door. You see vaguely what appears to be kind of a light coming from a big window over.
Yeah, anything visible through that window?
It's too hard to say. There's curtains pulled over it. You kind of peek through the crack in between the curtains, but there's stuff in front of the window. It's too hard to see.
Well, should we knock?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. She gives it a few more seconds to give the others time to kind of be searching around, and then she gives a rat-a-tat-tap, just a friendly little knock on the door.
Well,
Hello?
I'm
Anybody?
just heading over to the snowmobiles, so I'm not getting in position or anything. I'm just wandering off to the snowmobiles.
As you go and knock on the front door, there is no answer.
She knocks again a little louder, then looks at Croxton. Well, their snowmobiles are here, so...
Whoa. Chrisman kind of starts back as you're saying that and kind of waves over to you. Like, hey, come around.
Okay, she will head over there.
Yeah,
As-
Steven's over here.
Can you move my token? I'm having token issues.
Sure. So, be right there. And sorry, what was Steven doing?
He just kind of looks, but he's kind of trying to hug the corner of this building, just keep out of the wind.
Okay. Give me an alertness check there, Steven.
All right, let's see. Oops. Alertness. Nice.
Hey, nice, another crit. So what you notice is that there is an entrance to a cellar on your side towards the back of the cabin, and what appears to be windows that look like one of them's broken, and it appears that someone's clothes are scattered across the snow. Even though there's been heavy snowfall, you see like the edge of a shirt sleeve sticking up and blowing in the wind.
Yeah, he turns back, and looks to see where everybody. What the fuck? Where'd it go? Hey! He's kind of trying to yell, but under his breath.
Well, as you guys approach, Chrisman's pointing at the building, at the roof up there, and saying, "Looks like the damn kids practically burned the building down. Some kind of explosion or something, hard to tell."
Oh, wow. Do we hear Steven calling, or is it too quiet?
Nah, you can hear him.
He's basically waving his arms. Look at this. And he points towards the window and the clothes. Somebody's getting undressed outside, or the clothes blew outside from the inside. And there's a cellar over here.
I guess we should go see what Steven found. He sounds excited.
More exciting than a hole blown in the side of the building, I guess.
No, I guess we'll be the judge. What is it? What's
Look,
over here?
look,
Oh
look.
my gosh.
Yeah. See, somebody's lost their. What kind? What is it? What did you say? It was a blouse? Did you say specific?
It's just it's hard to see with probably about 4 inches sticking above the snow line, but it's just the edge of a shirt, like the shirt sleeve.
Yeah. Somebody lost their shirt outside. That don't seem likely.
Well, when you see the other side of the building, that might change your mind. Kids practically blew up the cabin.
Oh
There's a
God.
gaping hole and the roof is caved in over there.
Well, I mean, is there no fire?
Scorch marks. Well, there were scorch marks.
How you think they put out the fire then?
Who knows? But it's out, obviously. If I was a fire in there and I could get out, it doesn't surprise me somebody went bursting out that window.
Alicia's gonna pull the shirt out of the snow.
Okay. You pull it out, and it appears to be a men's shirt. Everything below the exposed shirt sleeve is frozen solid, so it's been there for at least a couple days. But it is a blue button-up shirt.
She looks it over for any blood or any sign of trauma to the person.
Is that a boy or girl's shirt?
Well, sometimes girls wear these, but it's a men's shirt.
A quick examination doesn't show anything damaged on it, or any blood.
I mean, there's a cellar over here too. I see. I mean, I wonder if they're all right. Should we go inside? Somebody could be injured.
Of course. Yeah, we gotta check them out. Jeez, of course, that's what we came for. Let's go.
Cellar or front door?
Well, I mean, front door, I'd say, right? Somebody could be hurt in there.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
Is the cellar open or closed?
It's closed, but it's not barred.
I'm headed for the cellar.
Chrisman will start back around to the front door.
You sure you want to go down here right now?
You got a flashlight?
They didn't give me any gear.
Well, you can use the flashlight on your phone, I guess.
Fancy
That's
creatures.
worth something.
Chrisman pounds on the front door again. Says, "Hello in there, anybody? If you're hurt, we're here to help you."
God, this guy. If they're so hurt they might not be able to even talk. Alright, I'm going over there. Watch his fancy pants. He walks around.
If they're not answered, the door's locked.
No one's tried the door, so you
I'll
can
try.
try it.
I'll try the door.
That door
One
opens.
answers. All right, I'll just go in.
Okay.
A little
So,
cautiously, but not too cautiously. He's kind of he's starting to slip into doctor mode of like, if there's somebody hurt here, he's got to get to him.
and Steven, are you going with?
I'm peeking over his shoulder. I'm not as cavalier as he is.
All right. So that's fine. I need you two to give me sanity checks, please.
Of course. Oh, there it is. Oh, I passed by 1.
Okay, so it's no sanity loss, but you do see the interior, and it appears to be just absolutely tossed.
That would drive any sane man crazy.
Oh my god, look at the wood paneling!
Damn kids.
Well, I don't. Could this be an explosion? He looks around, trying to figure out like what happened.
Yeah, does it look like it's disheveled because of some event, or just a mess because they're teenager or 20-somethings?
As you step further in, you're immediately hit with the smell of char. Like, it's not just the burning of the wood, but you're also getting the smell of burnt flesh.
Oh.
And also, as you peer in through the ever dimming light that you get from the sun going down in the forest, you see along the back wall that there are deep gouges, and there appears to be blood battered about on all of the detritus.
Chrisman will go forward pretty quickly and say to Steven, someone burned in here. I can smell it.
Yep. Goddamn mess. He pulls up his phone. Do we have the contact information of Jeffries, or are we not able to contact him directly?
He gave you what you can assume to be a burner number.
Yeah.
He basically told everyone, if you absolutely need me, call and leave a message at this number, and I will contact you within an hour.
Well, I'm gonna call him and tell him what we found.
So while you two are doing that, then let's jump over to Alicia Croxton. Are you two go up to the cellar door, and like I said, it's not barred. Are you going inside, or are you going to go back
Open it.
inside?
Open it.
Okay, there are stairs that lead down. It appears to be fairly dark down there, but if you want, they appear to be solid.
Alicia calls down the stairs first. Hello, is anybody there? And then she just kind of waits for a minute to see if she hears anything.
You get no answer.
No sound of movement or anything.
Nope.
She shrugs. I guess we can check it out.
Okay. Let's see what's down there.
All right, the two of you make your way downstairs, and I need a sanity check from you two, please.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for it on the sheet.
It's towards the top.
All right, both of you take one as you are immediately greeted with the smell of frozen decay and the sight of a partially hewn body underneath straw in the cellar.
Oh my gosh. Oh, she starts to gag a little bit. I am not a medical person, but that looks like a dead body.
Yeah, I sure don't need that to get into this suit.
Alicia looks around for something like a stick or something she can poke around with and like uncover the face.
Yeah, you're able to find what appears to be like a pry bar or maybe something used to bar the cellar from the inside. And you rustle around, you're able to clear some of the straw away. Do you
Have what?
give me forensics if you want, or first aid?
I don't think she has forensics. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but whatever she was trying to do, she failed.
That's
I
all
can't
good.
resuscitate it.
This about the mouth is not working.
You see blood marks and you see flesh torn open on the back, but other than that, it appears to be a young male in his early 20s, red hair, and yeah, it appears to be wearing a nice shirt and slacks, but jogging pants.
It's
Do
like
they
you
have
found
pockets?
Keith Dawson.
Oh, you know who it is?
I'm guessing.
Are there pockets? When she pats it down to see if he has a wallet.
You do, but there's nothing inside.
Huh. She holds open the empty wallet. That's weird.
No, I mean there's no wallet. There's nothing in his pockets.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Gotcha. William Fox didn't have red hair, correct?
Correct.
I have no idea who this was, but it wasn't William Fox.
Danish, are these other doors going into other parts of the cellar, or are this the only room?
This over here, if you go and look, you pop it open a little bit, appears to be a storage room, and then this, if you shine your cell phone flashlight, it appears to be stairs that are going up into the main cabin.
Anything of interest in the storage room?
Old boxes, but as you start clearing away, these have been packed in here for a long time.
I'm
You
looking for a
can-
better flashlight or better light source of some kind.
Yeah, give me a look. You can give me a search check. You are able to find a flashlight, but it's an old mag light, but you don't find any battery for it.
Well, I will hold on to it. Hopefully I can find batteries.
Let's jump back to the interior with the doctor. What are you two doing?
Well, I'm going over. You said it looked like there's scratches on the wall and blood, so I'm going over there to, primarily look to see if there's anybody there, and in the unlikely chance someone might be there alive that I can help.
Yeah, Steven's
Alright.
gonna call the number and leave a message that there's some sort of explosion and likely people injured, and he recommends to send the police.
Now, the thing with the roof isn't in this room. Is it deeper in the cabin, or am I in the middle of where there's the collapse of the roof or whatever?
It's deeper in the cabin.
Okay.
So as you get closer, Dr. Chrisman, you do notice that there is a body that is propped up against the wall. And as you look around, you kind of recognize that this is the backdrop of where Mr. Fox videotaped himself.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go over, you do see that there is a woman that is propped up against the wall. She appears to be in an extremely disheveled state, but as you get closer, you can see that there is extreme frostbite on her body.
Mm-hmm.
Her nose is black, her fingertips are black.
Yep.
And being in here, it's pretty chilly. Like, you can feel a draft coming through the cabin.
Sure. Well, with a big gaping hole. So he'll go over to her, not that he's expecting much, but he'll try to, see if there's any obvious, he assumes she's dead, right? So obvious
Yes.
signs of death, what caused it. What was she doing? Does it look like she was propped here, or she kind of sat here to die?
Sure. If you have forensics, you can give me a forensic. All right, nice. So with that, you can tell that she was, she sat there to die. Roughly, she doesn't look like she was propped there.
Mhm.
Her clothes appear to be disheveled, that she edged herself back up. She does have some defensive wounds on her. And the primary method of execution was a bladed item. You don't know exactly what, but there's a large gash across her chest.
Okay. Well, I'll look at that, more closely. I want to see, if I can tell anything about the degree of violence going on there. Was it, severe slash? Was it a fairly shallow gash?
It was
like it
pretty
came from
severe.
from above, level, below?
On above level, you can definitely tell that the person was standing above her, as well as a downward swing.
So does it look like she sat here and someone slashed her, or she got slashed, was bleeding out, and came here and just kind of, sat down and bled to death?
With a 41, you poke at her a little bit. You move her over, and you see that she suffered severe wounds to her legs. Those don't appear to be necessarily from the same item that did the damage, but you do see that there is severe abrasions and contusions that are suffered on her leg. Here's something heavy and blunt took her out of
yeah.
the legs.
Okay. like multiple times.
Yeah.
From behind or front? Like the
Both.
backs of her legs? Okay. All right. Ugh, that sounds pretty nice. So it sounds like somebody started beating her around the legs, and so she couldn't get away. Yeah. He'll say that to Steven. He says, well, this girl was definitely murdered. Someone beat her around the legs, I'm presuming, so she couldn't run away, and then cut her across the chest.
Man, this is fucked up shit, man.
Left her here to die.
You know, I'm wondering, what if we're here to clean up this kid's mess? Powerful senator's son. You know what I mean?
Could be. I do know exactly what you mean.
Fuck. What if we get blamed for this?
You can see Chrisman had not thought of that angle before, and his face his features kind of screw up a little bit. He does not look happy, and he pulls out his pack again to light up.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, pinning something on me, nobody'd think twice about. I mean, it'd be weird, sure, me being out here, you being out here, but what could a senator do? I mean, they could pull all kinds of shenanigans on us.
Yeah, imagine you're right. Chrisman kind of instinctively takes a look out the window when Steven says that, just to kind of see there's nobody closing in on him.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an alertness check.
Yeah, Steven would do the same thing.
Yeah, you can make one too. All right, so Dr. Chrisman doesn't really notice anything over the ever darkening room and the ever increasing cold in the cabin, but the cherry of his cigarette is the only thing that really draws his attention at the moment. And Steven, as you peer into the ever darkening surroundings, you don't see anyone out there, but you do see the edge of a tripod, or not a tripod, but a mounting arm sticking out of a backpack over here.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody out there, but what's this? He goes over and ruffles it out.
As you pull it out, it appears to be a GoPro with a display module on the back. But as you poke around with that, we're going to jump back to Alicia Croc. What are you two doing down there?
Maybe poke around for a little bit in this. Is that straw or whatever that is?
It appears to be straw. You get the sense that there is a good melt that kind of floods the basement during the springtime and summertime. So the straw is there to kind of help dampen it.
But if nothing interesting turns up in probably 30 seconds or less, she'd say, let's try to find the stairs up into the house.
They're over here. Let's get away from this body.
So one thing that Alicia did notice is that with the person with the red hair was one of the three that wasn't tagged on Fox's Instagram.
Okay.
So the two of you go upstairs. You enter into the what appears to be an interior section of the cabin. Come up the stairs that open into roughly this section over here. So get tokens. You see that there is the hole in the roof. I need both of you two to give me a sanity check.
Not me. I hate holes.
As we call them in Conan, gashes, please.
Yeah.
It's Newton's gash.
And before I forget, both Croxton and Alicia both mark down 1 point on your helplessness.
On our what?
So on your character sheet, underneath your motivations, there are 2 sets of 3 boxes.
Oh, okay.
So both put a check mark on helpless.
Got it.
And since both of you 2 failed that, I need both of you to roll me a d4, please. Lose 4 sanity.
So what is it about this that we find so disturbing?
So as the 2 of you come in to this room, the smell, it hits you immediately. It's the burning sense of charred meat. The hole in the roof, you can tell that the flames came from the inside out. And on the body, you see the charred remains of a corpse.
Alicia steps up, immediately wrinkles her nose at the smell, looks up at the hole in the ceiling, and then her eyes fall on the body. She inhales deeper than she should have, and she starts to retch and turns around and starts to vomit over by the dresser.
Both Dr. Chrisman and Stephen hear that from the front of the cabin.
Chrisman's a little spooked by Stephen's last comment, so rather than immediately commenting, Chrisman just puts his hand up to Stephen like, "Did you hear that?" and points to the back of the building.
He's grabbing the GoPro. He seems actually happy because in his mind, if something was filmed, they'll have all the evidence they need to make sure that they're not pinned for this. But when he hears that, he kind of looks at the doctor and then looks towards the noise and gives a very slight nod.
And then Chrisman will kind of cautiously, as quietly as he can, try to make his way to the door. I assume that door joins the 2.
Yeah, it's a long hallway, but the 2 of you end up finding your way into the same room. So I need both of you 2 to make sanity checks, please.
Do I get any bonus as a doctor? Sure, I've seen charred bodies before.
Are you a charred bodies doctor?
Unfortunately, an 88 means that is automatically a 4. So take 4 sand loss, and then mark.
Wow.
Everyone who's lost sanity, mark. Put a check mark. Help, please.
Do I roll sanity?
Another
as well?
one?
Did you go back there? I forgot.
Yeah, I would follow him. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. Roll sanity,
Okay.
please.
So, is there something?
Ooh, nice.
Is there something unusual about the burned body? Does it look like it was, purposely burned, or what's the? Like you said, there's a charred body. What's the position? What was it doing?
So and it's just 1 loss, 1 point of sanity loss for you, Stephen.
Okay.
But for you, Dr. Chrisman, it's especially horrific because you notice that this body wasn't restrained. They're lying down, but you don't see any toes on them. You see that on their left hand that they're missing certain digits, and you do see that there was a lighter that had fallen to the floor next to what appears to be a gas can sitting right next to the bed.
Do I think that's what is? So there's a gas can and it's still intact?
Yep.
Over,
So what's the origin, the source and origin of the fire?
It appears to be the back corner.
Okay, and looking at the back corner, do I see multiple points of source or a single point of source?
A single point.
And I'm assuming with the gas can, it's accelerant.
If you sniff it, it smells like diesel.
Okay, and Doc, what's the manner and cause of death on that body there?
Yeah, just a minute. The doctor has stepped back out in the hall and has is puffing on his cigarette.
Steven, you can give me a forensics check while you're in there, while the doctor takes a moment to collect himself.
All right. Where did that go? Oh, I have 0.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Steven just looks at it. He just thinks it's kind of obvious. These fucking weird fucking crackers. He's gonna start looking at the GoPro. Is there any way he can look at the footage, or?
Yep. So there are other rooms. So this hallway connects to this room, but there are other rooms on the other side and down the hallway further that you can go into if you want, or you can go back to the main area that you came from.
I mean, he would just look at it right here if possible.
Sure. So, second here. So, yeah, as you pull up the GoPro, Alicia and Drew, you can watch along with, but there are just one long stream of video for the most recent one, and you see all 6 of them gathered together outside of this cabin. They're cheering, they're shouting, they're saying, "Yeah, we're here. We're going to take these hot trails." And you kind of fast forward through that, and eventually it comes to a point where you see that mountain, and they get really excited. They're gonna, "Yeah, we're gonna go up here. So stoked to get up there." And as they get up further, they stop on top of the flat top, and they scan around, and you can see that the vista that is provided to them is breathtaking. You see the overlook of forest, but you hear a slight scream in the background, and you see the camera pan around, and you see someone fell down in a hole. They rush over, and there are 6 of them that are gathered around looking down in the hole, and they're shouting out to, let's see, was it? Shannon, you okay? And you hear this man's voice pipe back up. "Whoa, dude, you guys got to come down here. There's something down here." And you fast forward to them spelunking down in the hole, and it's a small drop. It's probably maybe about 15 feet. And when they get inside, they see the interior of a cave that goes back. Let's see. It's right in. As they make their way deeper into the cave, you see that there are just piles and piles of bones inside, and they're freaking out. They're like, whoa, look at all this. They're looking around. They see tattered clothes, like not clothes necessarily, but furs that they wore that appear to be well preserved. You see everyone just in awe looking around at this place, and you see one of them trip over something, and they say, "Whoa, look at this!" And the person wearing the GoPro runs up to him, and they're bent down, but you can't quite see what they're holding. It's like, "Yeah, that's awesome." And in the background, you hear this. Is that coming through?
Yeah.
And they all pause. They look around. Let's get out of here. And as they start leaving, you see some of them just start to shiver and just, oh God, let's get out of here. Let's go warm up. And they eventually crawl their way out and get back on the snowmobiles and make their way back.
The person who had picked something up, Who was that?
That was William Fox.
And that's not the senator's son, correct?
That is. He's
It
going
is.
by a
Okay.
different name.
Okay, gotcha. Steven, he turns off the GoPro and he's like, what the fuck? This is like a damn burial ground or something.
What was the date timestamp on that?
He,
Was about 5 days ago.
5 days, I think. Makes some sense, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't really understand. Like, so we found another one downstairs. She'd been attacked, and she.
But there's a body downstairs.
Well,
Chrisman's come back in finally.
in the cellar, there's one. I don't know what Steve.
I just meant the one we found.
Yeah, there was the redheaded one was in the cellar. He wasn't tagged in any of the videos. Hey Croxton, did you got some names? I don't know if we can put names to bodies between the two of us with the cars.
Well, it's the girls I'm talking about, Doc.
Well, Shannon Duke, I think they said Shannon's the one who fell down the hole.
Yeah, that wasn't the one downstairs for sure. Or
Keith Dawson, maybe.
was Keith tagged on the videos?
Yep, you
On
had
the
Keith
Instagram?
Dawson, Shannon Duke, and Angelica Finn.
Nope, it wasn't him.
Those are the only 3 names I got.
I don't know then.
Yeah, there's
What
a
a-
girl dead up front in the front room. Someone killed her.
Yeah, she was frostbitten pretty bad too. I mean,
Well, she's been sitting there a while. of
that's
course.
true.
Did she look? She didn't look frostbitten before she died, did she?
Yes, she did.
Oh, she did. Okay.
What about the legs? Could that have been the one that fell down the hole?
Yeah. Would they look like she was struck on the legs, right? It couldn't have been that they were just abrasions going down the hole, could it?
No, Shannon was a man, and
Yeah. That's right.
What about this one? And she kind of starts trying not to gag again. It smells like burnt bacon, and that's so disturbing.
I don't care. I love bacon. He goes over there.
I know, me too. That's what's so disturbing.
He goes over and helps her and kind of pushes the body over with his foot to try to get a look at the face.
yeah, as you push it over, it's too charred to be able to make a distinct impression.
Male or female, though?
You can tell that it's female.
Well, that's 2 women. How many were there total in that video?
Wait, okay, so there's a dead man downstairs, a dead woman in here, and the person out there was a woman?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think there were only 2 women, weren't there?
There were.
Yeah, just 2.
So how many people were there total in that video? That's 3 right there.
6.
So there's 3 more either.
Wait. Was it 6 or 7? Including
7
William?
total.
7 total.
All right. So here's have we been to every room in this house in the cabin?
You have not.
Well, I'm guessing if we keep looking around here, we're gonna keep finding some more dead kids.
Yeah, we need to figure out if any of them made it out. If you see any paperwork, let me know.
Yeah,
Paperwork.
Are there any phones? Somebody's got to have a phone. It's weird if all the phones are gone.
Well, I mean, if the one girl was attacked downstairs, whoever's attacking them might have taken them, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, that the kind of presence of mind to do that seems like doesn't match, but maybe.
Well, yeah, the presence of mind to take the phones, but not to get rid of the bodies.
Yeah, that's what.
Well, I mean, maybe that's what this was. And he points to the corner. Try to burn down the place? I don't know.
The doctor will go around kind of studiously avoiding looking at the charred body again. He really doesn't want to see it. He goes to the corner to take a look to see if he can figure out anything about that fire.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a forensics, please.
Well, fire certainly started here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fire.
hard to tell, especially with the snow coming in.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Are we just going
Does it
to
look-
hang out here?
Does it look strange that didn't consume the whole building? If it could burn a hole, how did it stop?
That's not unusual.
Just to burn and stop burning?
The snow, maybe? I don't know.
It took out a pretty good portion, so it must have been raging pretty hard.
Yeah, but it looks like they used accelerant to get it going. That would have flared up straight away.
Yeah, I guess so. Why? Why burn this body?
Well, maybe like I said, they're trying to burn down the whole place, cover their tracks.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to snoop around here a little more, or get back. I'm feeling kind of uneasy. I don't know about you.
I want to take a look at that body down in the cellar.
Why?
Any,
See if I can figure out anything about what killed him.
Yeah. Why don't we like cover the rest of the house upstairs first, and then we can all go down?
Yeah, I don't think we should split up, especially if somebody's walking around here with a machete trying to kill people. You know, Jason
Yeah,
or
that's
Michael
kinda what
Myers
I'm
style.
thinking. Damn those bath salts. Did you hear that on the video, on the GoPro? Like, it sounded like a kid talking.
no, I just heard crinkling.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was something like somebody's walking or something.
I heard a voice.
I mean, I can play it again. I don't know if
Yep.
Here, let me get it queued up again. But see if you can find anything like a club or something. I mean, we're walking around here and there's somebody killing people. I don't want to be killed
Well,
next.
There's that axe out there by the wood pile.
Yeah, that's...
Alicia reaches into her coveralls and pulls out a pistol.
Oh,
Gives a tight smile.
Felon in possession, huh? Uh-huh.
I never said I was a felon.
well, you know, whatever at this point. I'm with you. You can point that and shoot at somebody trying to kill us. All right, let me play this again. Danish.
And once
Can-
again, the video starts. Again, you fast
That's
forward.
Yeah. Hold on, Jesus.
And you fast forward to the top of the nearby mountain hill, basically elevation, and they go down. And as soon as someone stumbles, and as soon as William picks up whatever it was that you can't quite make out, you do hear the telltale sign of that.
There! You hear that? It's like Chinese or something.
I mean, maybe. Is that them, or is that... It could be just another person talking.
Can we do some sort of a listen check or find a way to crank the volume so that we can like determine if it's a member of the group speaking and we just can't make it out, or if it's definitely some weird language?
You can crank up the volume on it. It doesn't appear to be anyone's speaking during that time. As you crank up the volume and replay the section, the GoPro kind of looks around, and you're catching everyone's faces looking up and are looking around. And it's definitely, it sounds like something's cracking.
Okay,
Like
so
ice
it's
is
not
cracking.
the voice.
Yeah, we hear like little voices very faintly
Oh,
in
that's
the background of that sound.
Yeah, there's some other something else in there. I don't know, but that's fine.
Okay, so we just hear the cracking.
I mean, yeah, I get it. We're all a little spooked. Well, what do we do next then? I guess.
Let's
Well,
let's
I
just
think
get
that's-
through this house
Yeah,
as
let's move
fast
it.
as we
Come
can.
on.
Well, let me go get that axe first. I mean, I'm
And
All right. Well, we'll be moving on to the next room then. You catch up.
Well, I ain't going out
I'm
there by
gonna-
myself. You think I'm fucking
I'll,
crazy?
I'll go with you. I'll go
I
with you.
thought
And
you were
let's-
the big brave man.
I never said that shit.
I guess not.
I'm the big brave man who's gonna live, not get killed by some psychopath. You might not have anything to live for.
all right. So,
Croxton wants to go outside. If
Yeah, I'll go out
Steven
and
is going, he'll go with him.
yeah, buddy system.
But he wants to walk all the way around the whole cabin and see if there are any tracks going away.
okay.
Then
And-
Chrisman will say to Alicia, all right, well, why don't we go check the next room then?
Yeah, the smell in here. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so as Steven and Croxton go outside, back to you two. With this. All right, so Steven moves over to grab the axe, and then Croxton, you're going to go around the cabin?
Yeah, I want to get outside of the fence and then just walk all the way around the cabin completely and see if I see any tracks or any
Okay.
fresh tracks.
Yeah, give me an alertness check, and Steven, you're grabbing the axe, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you pick up the axe.
He'll look at it. He wants to kind of look at it and see if there's blood on it. Like, did this thing kill that, the girl in there?
Sure. Are you picking it up and looking at it, or are you just doing it from
Well,
afar?
he'll get to it and kind of see if he can see anything before he grabs it, because he's still worried that somehow this is going to get pinned on him, and him grabbing the murder weapon and walking around with it's probably not what he wants
Well,
to
I
do.
mean, you do have gloves on, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints.
That's true. He'll still look at it before he picks it up, though.
Sure. As you look at it from a distance, the blade is set in the stump itself, but you don't see any blood on the edge of the blade at all.
Yeah, he'll wiggle it out.
Okay. And Croxton, as you go around, you can give me an alertness check, please.
I did. It wasn't a particularly
Oh.
good result.
There's been thick snowfall around here, and you don't really see too many tracks available.
Do I see that mountain?
Yeah, that's what I was
or
going to
hill?
ask.
The trees, the forest is too thick to be able to see any elevation. Recalling the GoPro video, you know that they traveled through the snowmobile trail in the woods for probably about 45 minutes.
On snowmobiles?
Yes.
That's pretty far away then. Okay. So if it's times 5, I failed, yeah.
Okay. And then I need 2 checks from you.
Mhm.
First, I need a sanity check. Then I need an alertness. Oof.
Miss. I'm doing good.
Okay. All right. So I need a 1d6, please, from you.
Oh, jeez.
Crap.
Okay, take
It's a loss.
3 sanity.
Mhm.
Yep, and this is unnatural, so that no check marks there. The rest of you, roll me sanity, please. Okay. Ooh, crit success.
Not
Nice.
down there yet.
The rest of you start hearing this noise. There's no sound, or there's no voice in this.
Where is that coming from?
As Dr. Chrisman and Alicia are making their way down the hallway, you hear it coming from inside the room you just left.
I will turn and look alarmed first.
Yeah, Alicia looks at Chrisman and then kind of gets her pistol raised in a ready position and creeps forward a little, see what's going on.
Chrisman kind of grabs her by the shoulder like, are you crazy going? Like he just gives her this, are you crazy look.
She looks kind of shaken and her eyes are wide and she swallows hard and then nods, just kind of puts her back against the wall then. Looks toward the room to see if anything's coming. Anyone's coming.
Okay, so as you put yourself back to your back towards the wall, you don't see anything, but it's getting a lot colder.
Has
As you
the
look,
noise stopped?
it has stopped.
She blows air out, sees it. It's got a lot colder.
Yeah, Chrisman kind of gives her this unsure look and kind of starts to creep back towards the room and sees if she's going with him.
Oh yeah, she's going with him.
Okay.
Okay, and Croxton, you hear that coming from inside the cabin.
I think I'll go check on the snowmobiles.
Gru always runs from anything that might be a potential sanity loss. All right, yeah, we'll make our way back into the room. Sort of, at least to the doorway.
Okay, so as you make your way back inside the doorway, I need another sanity check, please.
Both of us?
Yes, please.
Nope.
Okay, so roll me 1d4, Dr. Chrisman. And it is 1 for you, Alicia. Okay, take 3 sanity loss. And this is unnatural. So what the corpse that was on the bed that you had, that was burned, you see that various parts on the body are now exploded outward.
Like it exploded? Like the corpse exploded?
Yep.
What the fuck? Did someone load that corpse with like fireworks or something?
I don't know. Chrisman just backs away back into the hall.
Shit. I didn't think the bodies themselves would be dangerous.
Give me you two. I will take a POW times 5 check, please.
Each of us?
Yes, Dr. Chrisman and Alicia. Okay, so you two passed. It's 1 willpower loss. As you start to feel, even through the thick layers of winter gear that you have on, your fingers start to feel numb with cold.
Okay.
Her teeth chattering, Alicia says, the wind coming through that hole must be, I don't know, getting concentrated or something. Let's go to a different room.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
All right. Yes, for you, Stephen, you snap out of it, and you can try to do a Google search. Nothing comes up. If you want to do a computer science, do that for something further.
I can try.
And for Dr. Chrisman, no, you shouldn't have lost willpower already.
Okay, I started low.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
So with an 88, your phone shuts off. It's too cold out for it.
Oh, shit.
You don't notice it though. That's the weird part, is that you get the low battery sign right away, and you can see your breath, but you don't feel the cold.
Oh, man. Oh, these shit phone. Man.
As Croxton, you go over to the snowmobiles. Like I said, there's probably about 5 to 7 inches of snow on top of it. You brush the snow off, and what are you doing?
I'm going to see if there's anything on or in the snowmobiles, if they've got a little compartment for storing things. I'm also
They'd
going to
have,
check
like-
if any will fire up.
Okay. They'd have a pack in the back, and there are 4 snowmobiles there, like I said. So give me 4 luck checks. So what that is, I don't think there's an actual roll for it on the character sheet, so I just need a D100 roll, and do you want high or low?
I think I want high.
Okay.
So 4 times?
Yes, please. Okay. Fortunately, none of them seem to be running. Their engines are frozen solid.
Oh, my God.
Not very high.
Oh, that is awful.
Yeah. This is you can't do much worse than that.
Yeah, Steven kind of walks around and...
Yes, I could. I could have gone in that room with you.
He walks over to you seeing if these things run?
As you
Yeah.
get closer and you say that, it comes out gibberish to you, Croxton.
What's that?
Are they running? The snowmobiles, man.
You don't understand what he's saying.
I'll just kind of shrug my shoulders and look at him.
Are they on? What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, he's speaking at you, but you don't know what he's speaking.
Okay, that's enough funny stuff. It's too cold for that game.
What are you talking about, man? He walks over to the snowmobiles and starts trying to see if they're working himself. I don't know, what's gotten into you?
Yeah, you can go over and give.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm just trying to
Oh,
look
yeah, no
through here
problem.
quick. There isn't necessarily a mechanical check, but you could give me a ride check. 2 of them, the engines are frozen solid. You can see that right away.
Okay, let's see. A ride check.
Or drive, sorry.
Drive, yeah. No.
Yeah, it appears that the fuel's frozen solid in the other 2.
Yeah, it seems... I don't know why you couldn't just told me that and save me a little bit of trouble.
He's speaking complete and utter nonsense to you. You just don't understand.
I'll just kind of walk away and pretend I'm looking at something.
Are we going back inside? He's... Did we hear that noise as well, or no?
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what that noise was, but we should get in there. 'Cause it sounded odd. What the hell,
I
man?
don't know what you're saying.
What do you mean
I
you don't know what
you're
I'm saying? You don't speak English?
Well, whatever you're saying, it's interesting. Where did you learn this interesting new
What
language?
are you talking about, man? Let's get inside. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'll look at his axe.
Oh, he's not. It's hanging by his side. He's not like waving it threateningly or anything. He thinks about it for a second. Actually, he does look down at the axe and kind of thinks about something that just happened. Oh, wait, hold on, man. He lets go of the axe and lets it sit on the ground.
As you try to let your fingers go, they don't want to let go of the axe.
Oh shit, man. Oh shit, man. He's like, now he's like making this motion with his hand, like he's trying to like flip it off. Like if you got something sticky on your hand, he's like trying to like let go. I can't let go of it, man. I can't let go of it.
You sure you'd rather be in here with us right now?
Now, yeah, so as you two are outside there, Stephen, you see coming up behind Croxton this creature. It's slithering through the ice. And Croxton, you start to feel this chill take a hold of you. It's getting colder. The wind is starting to seep in between the layers of your clothes. But you see this, and it appears to be a snake, but it's made completely of ice. Roll me sanity there, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. Okie doke.
Crit success. Nice. It's 1 for seeing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Croxton can't see it. He's just feeling colder.
Yeah,
as
Steven's
this thing
yelling
gets
at him.
closer.
Run, man, run! There's a snake behind you! Run!
Do I understand it?
Oh,
Yeah. Hurdy.
You hear, fly.
The Swedish chef.
Yeah.
Fly.
And he makes like a waving motion like towards himself because he realizes somehow, or he's assuming he can't understand him, so he's like waving towards him and he's like pointing behind him.
You look where he's pointing. You don't see anything there.
And he's still got that axe in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going closer to him. I'm just kind of standing there, getting cold.
Oh, all right. Give me a POW times 5 check, please.
I kind of want to make like a see how brave I am. What I would roll.
You want to run at him with the
Well,
axe in your
I'm considering it.
Power technically.
And yeah, it's just one, lose 1 willpower. But yeah, you are getting very, very cold at this point. You can see your breath. You're starting not to feel the end of your nose.
Okay. How high is that fence?
It's about 2 feet sticking out of the snow.
I'm going to try to hop over it and head in without getting too close to that axe.
Oh yeah, you're able to hop over it. You see, Stephen, you see Croxton just kind of walk over the fence and slowly make his way towards the edge of the house. This thing is... It's starting to get on him now. It's on his pant leg.
Like, is he acting like he notices it, or?
You can see his teeth are chattering, and you can see that he's shaking a little bit.
Hey man, that thing's on you! Shit! And he's gonna rush at it. And he does have the axe up, right? Yeah.
Okay. Croxton, you do hear shit. You understand that. Go ahead and roll me sand there, Croxton, as Steven runs towards you with this axe.
Yeah.
It's 1 for helplessness as your partner is running towards you with a violent weapon. But
so I lose another one.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to knock it off of his leg.
Okay, make a melee weapons check.
Right. I'm sorry if I somehow hit you.
If I somehow, in the unlikely event, yeah.
All right, with the 28, yeah, you strike it with the axe, and it disintegrates into fine mist.
Yeah, he hits it, and he's, gives like the big sigh of relief and touches his stomach. Oh man, you didn't see that thing, did you? Oh man, I saved your life. He gives him like a look of like, you got lucky.
Do I hear Husky Floon the Burford?
Saved in life come through, but otherwise, there's words in between. Just don't understand. Dr. Chrisman and Alicia, you hear shouting coming from outside.
Has anything happened inside since then, or are we just like about to get to another place?
It's gotten a lot colder. I'm going to need another willpower time, so I have a check from you two, please.
Did I mishear? Is there another room to look at?
Yeah, there's a few other rooms to look at.
Okay, because that's what we would have been doing while they were messing around outside.
Okay, so yeah, as you two shake off the cold a little bit, it's still another one willpower, but you
Even
two...
with the success?
Correct.
Okay.
So the two of you make your way into the next room. No, not that. That's a close-up of the room that you were in, which mislabeled. So you do see this room here.
Okay, it's a mess. I don't see a body right away. That's good.
Good.
Is paperwork? Alicia's keeping her eye open for that paperwork.
Sure, go ahead and give me an alertness check, please. Okay, with a 60, no. As you make your way through your kind of throwing junk off or out of your way, and you do see 2 feet that are under a large pile of detritus over here.
Oh, fuck. Spoke too soon.
I'll take a look. You step back.
All right.
Okay.
Be careful. That other one exploded.
It doesn't look burned, does it?
No, this one doesn't.
Okay. I'm better with that.
As you clear away the trash, you do see that there are what appear to be ruptures coming from the inside out on this one as well. But go ahead and give me a sand check there, Doctor. You are more inured to this because you're a doctor, so it's just one loss for you. But it's more violent on this because as you flip the body over, you do notice that there is a large gash wound down the center of it. And
What?
this is a man who...
Similar to the other gash?
Correct.
And it when you say gash, does it look like it's long, like someone drew a knife or something like that along? It wouldn't have been like struck like an axe, right?
Well,
Those would look different.
they do look different. Give me a forensics check just to specify here. There are multiple... what you can pick out is that there are multiple strikes, so that's where the gash is coming from. If it was from a long-bladed weapon, they did it a couple of times, or if it was from the axe, they did it more than 3 times to get the damage in.
All right. Yeah, I'll just say to Alicia, I need more time to really look at these up close, but someone killed him just like that poor woman in the front room there. They've been almost hacked apart.
She
Sliced up pretty good.
gingerly comes forward and tries to determine which person it is.
Okay, roll me that sanity. Oof. This is a D4 for you, please. And this would be for violence, so lose 2. And this is Keith Dawson.
Yeah, she takes a look and immediately wrinkles her nose and starts retching again. She doesn't have anything left to throw up, but through the retching, she just is, Keith Dawson.
Now, when you say this is for violence, does that mean we're supposed to be checking off violence each time?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I should have done that twice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the way it works is eventually you get to the point where you can't lose anymore because you're kind of
Okay.
insulated to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's just move on. Let's just... Oh, jeez. Maybe they're all dead, but we haven't found William Fox yet.
Yeah, we just gotta find that
he's-
goddamn kid and get out of here.
Yeah, and shit, if you see any paperwork, let me know.
He'll poke around the papers. He first, he will kind of look through the bodies just again to see if there's any identification or anything like that
Okay.
beyond them.
You can give me a blanket alertness check.
Nope.
Oof.
Yeah, I think he's a little. He's had enough of these violent bodies, so he only gives a cursory search.
Understandable. Yeah, with that, you're not able to really pick out anything.
Yeah.
But you do have one other room left that you can search.
Yeah, let us know when we start hearing the stuff outside, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you definitely hear it at this point, but I need both of you to take 1 point of damage as it's just the chill is setting into your bones.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything that? Is there a fireplace at all in this cabin?
Yeah,
haven't
you
come
saw one
across
in that
one.
entry room that you went into.
All right. He says, "Yeah, we're gonna freeze to death if we don't get a fire started soon. This is ridiculous."
It is fucking cold.
Does it seem like weirdly cold? Like we're wearing winter gear?
Yeah, it's really bizarrely cold. Like the temperature dropped immediately.
Yeah, there's something weird going on here. He says, all right, well, we should think about getting that fire started, but then I guess we hear the sound from outside.
Yep.
All right, what the hell now?
I don't know. Shit.
What seems
We
to be
better
the
go.
fastest way to get back outside from what we have seen so far?
Well, there's two paths. You can either go through the room that has the burned body in it, through that hole in the wall, or you can go out the front.
I'll go out the front.
Okay. Fair. So as you both go out front, there, size you quick.
We're giants among men.
Yeah, both of you two come out and you hear screaming coming from around the corner of the cabin.
Oh, I hear screaming. I'll start running.
Yeah, Alicia will too.
Croxton, what are you doing as Stephen just took a swing at you with an axe?
I'm running like hell.
Okay, which way are you running?
Back toward the way the car is.
Okay, so the two of you round the corner and you see Croxton run right past you.
What's going on?
What the hell?
He's trying to kill me.
Who?
I'll look over at Steven like, what's he doing?
Yeah, Steven's just like, he's got one hand like wiggling the axe trying to get it free, but he's like, no man, I'm trying to help him. There's some creatures.
What are you...
As you look over at them, Stephen, go ahead and give me a sanity check, please.
Oh, jeez.
Also, I'm assuming that we don't understand Stephen.
Oh, no. He is speaking in a language you have no idea.
Alicia looks over at the doctor and says, is that what that person...
Does it sound
back-"
Nordic?
It
Yeah.
does.
And we heard someone speaking back in the beginning of the session. Someone
Yeah,
who got
that was
killed.
William Fox you heard speaking
Sure.
Nordic. Exactly like that grew. Stephen, as you look over, you lose one sand like I put there, but you see that there are two snakes that are wriggling on them, burrowing into their clothes. On each of them, so there's 4 total.
Yeah. Oh, look! Run! 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 And he jumps over the fence and begins to kind of trot over towards the one next to Alicia.
Alicia raises the pistol at him. Don't come any closer.
He like stops and starts waving his hands and like points down at you. There's something after you. There's something. He licks his face.
Do we feel extremely cold? Like, is this affecting us? Do we have any awareness of anything going on?
You feel extremely cold. That's the thing you feel, and you start to feel the onset of frostbite.
Yeah, we got to get that fire started. He'll bend over and start picking up some fire. Like he almost doesn't even care about what's going on around him. He knows he's just got to get a fire started.
Steven's gonna run over to Alicia and like put out his hand. Does she have her cell phone or anything like visible?
Alicia, are you going to let him?
Or I mean, he'll do it from where he is. He can just. I know what he does. So he's gonna drop down in the snow and begin to like take the axe and write in it.
Okay.
He writes, cell phone, and then takes his hand and hopefully she gives it to him.
She looks down curiously at what he's doing.
You see Viking runes
Oh.
etched into the snow.
She says, those look like Viking runes, and you sound like the Swedish chef.
Oh man, he's fuck.
All right, charades.
And I'm ignoring all of this and just an armload of firewood and going into the house to the fireplace.
She looks at Stephen. All right, nod or shake your head. Did you try to kill Croxton?
He shakes his head.
Okay. Why don't you put down the axe? Can't. Put down the axe.
He shakes his head and he acts like he's trying, but it won't.
You can't put down the axe?
He nods.
Fuck. All right. So
He begins pointing. He begins pointing at your feet.
She looks at her feet. There's something wrong with my feet?
He shakes his head and then shrugs. And he says, "Monster, monster, monster."
I don't know what that means, dude.
He says monster.
Oh, he
and
says
it's-
monster?
Yep.
Yeah.
Monster? Like, here? Like,
He nods and he waves the axe and he points in that area.
All right. I think there's a chance Alicia would let him come forward at this, but I don't know. It's like, I kind of need I think I'm going to roll a power check to see if she'd do it.
Okay.
Otherwise, she just might not.
And I think Croxton were you just taking off back toward the car?
Yeah, he's just huffing.
He didn't stop. He's not actually where his token is then. He's like gone by this point.
That's up to Croxton who wants to stop.
Yeah, she failed the power check, so I think she's freaked out enough that she'll let you come forward, but she keeps the pistol trained on you. I swear, if I bleed, you bleed.
He just shakes his head and waves a hand like, "Don't shoot me," and he walks here and he tries to hit the thing.
Make a melee weapons check.
Alright. Need to stop it. Okay.
She holds very still.
Roll me. What is that? I gotta find that weapon. I think it's a 1-4.
An axe, it's probably like at least a die 6, unless it.
Get a bonus
I don't know
for
Delta.
someone
I
who's
don't know Delta Green.
Still?
In Call of
They
Cthulhu,
have-
it'd be a die 6 or die 8. For
Oh
sure.
no! Oh boy, no! I'm sorry. Roll a D10 for me, please.
A D10. Oh my god.
No
This is
bonus
like-
because she was standing still.
So take 4 points of damage as Steven chops right into your leg.
Alicia screams, and the gun probably goes off. I don't know how well. She wasn't really aiming at you, but
Okay. Yeah, if you shoot, I would say you get. If you're not aiming, you will negate the. What is it? Up close penalty or the up close bonus. So just give me a straight firearms check.
I'm just trying to help. Oh gosh.
oh my gosh, good shot.
Oh, okay. Well, I think your pistol's listed there for damage, so go ahead and roll me that damage.
I think
Oh, and
you just hit that button, that D8 button, and it'll roll it.
Winged you.
2 damage on you there, Steven, as she just grazes you across your arm.
Yeah.
Where am I when the gunshot goes off?
You're right here, but everyone that's here,
No,
I'm gonna.
I haven't gotten in the cabin yet.
No, not yet. This happened so quick that you're just starting to stand up. But since everyone, I'm gonna say since Croxton's way over here, I need everyone here to roll me sanity for shooting.
Do you know where the damage is on this sheet?
I think getting axed is more traumatic than getting shot. I'll just say.
Oh yeah, I mean you're getting the sanity for getting axed, and
Mine didn't go off, sorry.
Yes, it did.
It did.
It says 0% though.
That's weird.
Yours was the first SAN roll.
oh yeah, that's weird. Why did that?
There you go.
There we go. Okay, so
I don't know where to put damage, so I just put it on my token level.
do that here.
You have
Just
hit
a
points.
moment.
There's a hit points right under first thing under derived attributes.
You're looking for damage for weapon there, Tet?
Yeah, I was just looking.
Oh.
Hit points. No, there you go. Okay, got it. See it. Thank you.
Okay. So. Okay. So, Steven, you passed, so that's 0. Crocs fail. Everyone.
Say that again.
Oh, I'm looking at the sanity rolls here. Everyone passed except for you. Yeah, it's going to be a just 1 point of sanity loss as you hear the shot. Okay, so yeah, as Alicia shoots Steven across the arm there, the doctor, you have a bundle of wood as you hear the shot goes off as Alicia screams while the axe is being embedded in her. Let's jump to Croxton, since you were hauling ass. You're back on the snowmobile trail by now.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm headed to the car.
Okay. It is the middle. It is dark by now, so you're able to find mostly the trail, but go ahead and give me a navigate check, please.
Yeah, just so you, I don't know. We were like an hour away, right?
You are, yeah. As you start making your way down the trail with your cell phone light out, trying to illuminate the path in front of you, you hear the gunshot go off, and you spin around in that brief moment of panic, thinking that you're getting shot at. And as you turn back around, you lost sight of the trail. Either snow from the tree above caused it to be blanketed on the trail, or you wandered off in a brief moment of panic, but you're unable to necessarily find the trail. Go ahead and give me another willpower check, please. Or sorry, a POW times 5 check.
And that's willpower times 5.
It's just POW times 5 on your
There's
character
just a
sheet.
POW button, yeah.
Oh, crit fail. All right, so that is 6. So lose 6 willpower. And let me know if you get down to 2.
3.
Okay, you're starting to feel real tired, and you lose 2 points of damage as the cold sets in. You start to feel it in your toes. You start to feel it in your hands. Even on your nose and in the back of your neck, just feeling this cold set in.
I got a feeling that's the least of my worries right now, but okay.
All right, so as you are kind of wandering around in the woods, let's jump back to the cabin. The doctor, you have your woods, and you're just saying fuck it to all these kids?
Well, I mean, this is like an unnaturally quick frostbite is about to set in, right? So,
Correct.
He wasn't really even paying attention to them. He just would keep saying to Alicia through kind of chattering teeth, "We've got to get inside and get this fire going. Help me." But she's, doing stuff with Steven, so he's more annoyed, and I imagine he kind of would look up once he's got a bundle of wood in his arms and look at the two of them when the gunshot goes off. He sees the axe come down and the gunshot goes off, and he would just be kind of jump, like, what the hell's going on, kind of thing.
Alicia screams and wails, "He's trying to chop off my fucking leg!"
No, and Steven jumps back and he's like starts waving his arms and shaking his head. No, 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 no.
And Chrisman starts yelling at him like, "What the hell are you doing, man? Are you going crazy?"
He just says, he's pointing his monsters.
He's Chrisman will try to balance the wood in one arm and kind of grab hold of Alicia, and he sees the gash in her leg and says, "Come on, let's get you inside quick. He's lost his mind."
She looks over at Stephen as she takes Croxton's assistance and starts limping back to the cabin, whimpering.
Yeah,
And-
as they go inside, Stephen, you see 2 more snakes come out of the snow and start latching onto them.
I think he really thinks there's monsters out here.
I don't care what he thinks. If we don't get warm soon, we're gonna freeze to death, just like those people inside we saw. Let's go. And he's looking at the gash in her leg and judging that it's not immediately life-threatening. He says, "Help me get the fire started, and then I'll look to your leg. But we got to do this now."
Fuck. All right. Shit. Maybe you have something in your bag for the pain.
Don't worry about the pain. We'll take care of that in a minute.
Steven's gonna
He's getting frantic.
Steven's gonna run and grab one of the logs, and he's actually going to go back to where the diesel fuel is.
Okay.
He's gonna try to make like a makeshift torch, taking any bedding or clothing he can.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to make a rough shod torch right away.
Am I able to get it lit?
I would say you would. You're a smoker. You have a lighter on you.
Alright. He's gonna get it lit and then come back to where those 2 are, and hopefully they let me get close enough. But he's gonna start waving the torch around to see if it gets rid of the monsters that he sees.
Well, I'd say by the time he gets back, I mean, hopefully we're taking that wood.
Yeah.
My sole goal is get that wood in the fireplace and find something that I can throw on the wood to get a fire started and then light it.
Yeah, if they don't have it
That's
lit
all
by
I
then,
can.
I would help them light it if they let me.
I don't. So when he appears in the door, how far have we gotten?
You've got enough of the wood in the fireplace. You've got some kindling with everything that's around there to be able to get that lit.
Then I'm just gonna, when I see him, I'm just gonna put up a hand real quick and say, "Stay back! Don't take another step closer." And I'll light my cigarette lighter.
Yep, you're able to get the fireplace lit.
Okay.
And you don't feel the warmth, so I need you two to roll me sand on that. And for Alicia, it is a 1d4 roll, and for the good doctor, it's just 1 sanity loss. As you're just not feeling the warmth from the fire. It lights up pretty decently with the kindling that you have lying around, but you're just not feeling any catching hold inside of you. And actually lose 1 willpower, both of you, and 1 HP, please. And Steven, you see 2 more snakes just wriggle out of the corpse that was against the back wall.
Yeah, Steven's just... he just shakes his head and points. He's like, "Monsters, monsters, monsters." He's like waving his torch towards them.
Well, the doctor isn't even paying any attention to him now. I mean, he's completely, to the point of utter confusion of why he's feeling no flame. He just keeps kind of putting his hands closer to the fire trying to get closer and just can't seem to understand why this isn't working.
Alicia's feet and legs are so numb that she's so close she's practically standing in the fire. Why can't I feel it? Is this like shock?
You don't feel it either. This isn't supposed to happen. You should feel it. I don't get it. I can't possibly have lost all feeling, even for Flame.
Look, when these guys called, we knew it was... They deal with freaky stuff, right?
I guess.
And Stephen keeps saying monster. I mean, I don't see anything, but...
It's ridiculous. Something's going on, but I don't know what. I don't know what it is. Maybe something got in our system. I don't know. We're not feeling it. I just gotta trust that it's working. Keep us alive. You may not feel the heat, but it's gotta be working.
I don't think so.
I'm saying that through chattering teeth, so...
Yeah, Steven's going to take a step forward and try to burn away one of the monsters, regardless of what they do.
Okay.
I don't think I even notice him anymore. I'm just...
Yeah, he might go towards the doctor first.
Yeah, as you get closer, you put the torch to it, and it rears back, and you hear this cracking of ice, and it disappears into dust, but 2 more come out of the body and start making their way towards the doctor.
Do we hear the crack?
You do not.
Do I assume I don't feel the heat of the torch either if I don't feel the heat of the fireplace.
No, you do not.
All right. So, maybe I don't even notice. I don't know. I mean, I could see him just being obsessed with trying to get as close to the flames as he can and kind of watching because he knows I can't feel it, but I know enough. I'm not going to burn my flesh. So he's constantly trying to gauge like how close can he get, knowing he won't feel the heat, but believing, hoping that it's, preserving him from frostbite.
Yes.
Does the axe that Steven's holding look like a normal axe?
Not anymore. It's extremely shiny. It has a very fine edge on it, and you see that there's etchings on the side of it that there weren't there before.
Steven, can you read what's on your axe?
He looks surprised and he looks at it. Can I read it?
You don't read Old Norse? You have no idea what the hell it says?
Oh, he could speak Old Norse. Who knew?
He says no. He just shakes his head.
That must be what they took out of that place with the skeletons.
He nods. He nods to that.
She thinks back to the GoPro video. Did any of the terrain look familiar? Like, as they go down in that hole, like, could at any point you see the cabin in the background or anything?
Oh, the GoPro video, like them going down the snowmobile trail, took roughly about half an hour to 45 minutes. It was hard to say exactly how much.
I would say we would have to try to put that axe back, but I have no idea where that would go. I mean, we would never find that hole in the dark.
If we go back out there, we're gonna die for sure.
Steven, is there another room in this place that we haven't searched?
Yeah, there is.
Go see what's in the other
I'm
rooms.
not leaving this fire.
Not you.
No,
No, I don't even want to get... I can't feel it, but frankly, I'm getting too weak to even walk around. Go see what's in the other room. I think we're all goners, but I can't think of anything else to do.
He just says monsters and shrugs.
All right, so as you make your way to the back room, you got a 44, which is a crit success, and I'll get to you in just a moment. We got to go back to Croxton, because Croxton's by his lonesome out there. Croxton, what are you doing?
Just at this point, I don't even know where I'm going, so I'm just kind of stumbling along until I fall.
All right, make me a navigate check, please. All right, with a 23, you get your bearings roughly by looking at it catches in your mind that roughly the north side of the trees have moss on, and there's some frozen pieces on the trees. But as you kind of shine your light on it, you remember roughly that the cabin was to the northwest of where you were parked at. As you were going back, that means you were going south. So maybe if you went northeast, you go back to the cabin. Roughly, you could probably find your way back to the trail if you headed to the northeast.
If that's what I got, I'll try it.
In roughly about 10 minutes of walking, take 1 HP of damage as just the cold. You try to rub your hands together, slap various parts of your body, but you just don't feel any warmth seep into you at all. But you do eventually make your way back to the snowmobile trail that's uncovered, and you do see smoke and some firelights in the distance.
I will make for the warmth.
So you do come back in. Those of you inside hear the stomping of the exterior, and Croxton enters into the cabin again.
Alicia looks over at him numbly. We're all gonna freeze to death.
What is Steven doing during all of this now? I mean, I think I'd be aware now of Steven, at least unless he's moved out of the room.
He has moved out of the room. I'm sorry, Stephen, were you making your way to the other room?
Yeah, he was going to go check it out. Depending on what the intelligence test was for, I was waiting.
Yeah.
All right, so Chrisman will say, Croxton, good God, get over here by the fire. We're all freezing to death out here.
Is there any first?
You're not dead already.
Is there any first aid mechanic in this game that lets you get back like a point or two? I don't know necessarily from the
something
cold,
I can
but
do. I mean, I have my medical kit. If I think there's anything I can do to improve our state, you know, I mean, we're freezing to death. It's not like I'll certainly, if I can, I'll attend to your leg wound that you got.
Yeah, with your first responder medical kit there, Dr. Chrisman, you are able to get at least a small drug cocktail going that will at least relieve some of the nerve pain that's going through the body at the moment. So
okay.
In game terms, you can recover, I would say, 1d3 with a successful first aid.
Okay, and this says my first 4 have plus 20?
Yes.
All right, well, then I shouldn't be able to fail. That should be a critical, because I get plus 20, unless there's a upper limit. I don't know how Delta Green handles that.
There is, but I think it's a 90. No, it's 100 is a crit fail, I think, since the handler's guide came out. So I will go ahead and rule it that, yeah, you succeed with a crit success. So you can recover or give 3 HP back to someone.
Well, I'll do it to her. Alicia.
does this include treating the leg wound?
It does.
You want to roll your D3 or should I?
Go ahead. I'll do it. I'm the doctor. Damn
Well,
it.
if you're treating Alicia with the 99, she gets 3 back automatically.
Okay, then take
You got
three.
you got a crit success, so
Yeah,
I'm going
so I
to
get the max.
maximize
Okay.
dice.
Does
3
Croxton see any hard alcohol?
Yeah, there's some really cheap booze strewn about.
He has no willpower left, so he is just gonna hit whatever's close.
And when Chrisman sees that, he wants some too.
Damn, I don't know what you did, Doctor, but that is a lot better.
That's why they call me the doctor. I do want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna take a drink. I know it's probably bad for me.
Says the smoker.
No, ultimately, the alcohol will make me colder.
Yeah.
So he knows that, but he really wants a drink. It'll make him feel warm for a moment. He's not going to drink too much, but he needs it because he's shaking.
So as we go over to Steven, you've found your way into the bar, and I'm finishing typing this here too.
Yeah, cool.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So as Steven is reading that there, Steven makes his way into the bar, and once again, this is trash. Is just stuff strewn about as a struggle took place. Sees the remaining bodies of 2 other people in the bar, but no sign of William at all.
Mhm.
And you see towards the back behind the bar that there is a picture that's been ripped down, a wall safe that looks like cracked open, but otherwise you don't see anything else of value at the moment.
So there's nothing in here?
Well, there's bottles of alcohol that haven't been spilled. You find the
Yeah.
2 other bodies. What
Right,
exactly are you looking for?
Is it... If I go and I look behind the bar, do I find anything?
There's a few things back there. There's bottles of alcohol. There
Yeah.
are some silverware, some plates, things like that. Anything specific you're looking for?
Where are the bodies and how are they positioned?
They are over here, and then there is one just on the other side of the bar over here, close to the wall safe. It appears that there was a struggle, and you see what you can fathom to be now active interior bodies.
Mm-hmm. And can I recognize the bodies? They're 2 males, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm. But none of them are William.
None of them are William.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he just looks around and he's actually going to try to wedge the axe in the corner of the bar and like pull and pull and pull and see if he can somehow get it free.
As you struggle and you pull, it's fastened
Yeah.
solidly. You do see that there are two of the snake-like creatures making their way out of the bodies along the far wall.
I had the torch in my hand still, right?
Yep.
I'm going to try to set the bodies on fire.
Okay. As you do that, the fire starts to flicker and fizzle out.
Like, as if they were too cold for the fire, basically, or...
As if the air surrounding them was too cold for the flame to even stay ignited.
Yeah.
But as you draw the torch away to spark it back to life, you put your hand down there and you don't feel any difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to roll something here. Kind of. Hold on. All right. What are the worms doing? The snakes? Do they go into the other room?
Yeah, they start making their way along the floor. They make their way around you. It's almost like they make a circle around you.
Like they're avoiding me.
Yep.
He
And
attacks
they make
them
their way.
randomly out of
Yeah,
more
you-
frustration and anger.
You drop the axe. They both shatter to dust. Those of you in the main living room area where the fireplace is, hear grunts and the sound of the axe hitting the wood. Dr. Chrisman, at this point, I want to have you roll a forensics check, but I'd feel bad because the way that it's been going, you haven't been doing so hot. So with Alicia's wounds, you kind of piece it together with the wounds on the other bodies that they all died of axe wounds.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and you didn't really go into. I assume that as sort of adjacent employees of Delta Green, which we probably never even heard that word, we don't really have any training or awareness of supernatural stuff, right? I mean, we're just ordinary people called in to do something. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's my interpretation of my character, at least.
I thought that when we saw the triangle, we kind of like... I thought we had a sense that it was weird stuff, but we didn't know what. But if that's wrong, then...
You are... So the way that Delta Green works, you are not in the program and you're exposed to weird shit. You're friendlies, which means you're weird shit adjacent, or you are agents, which means your job is weird shit. So all of you are considered friendlies. That's why you got the triangle. And that means that you've done weird shit that you don't want to think too much about for Delta Green in the past.
Right. But we're kind of aware there's weird shit out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah, I assume that I have no awareness of this strange stuff.
Like, Dr. Chrisman, you've patched up someone whose internal organs were in the wrong position.
Okay.
And you were then given a compensation for that person later. And
Okay.
anytime that someone gets wounded in, a firefight or gets burned severely or anything random that they don't want on the books, and you're in the
Sure.
area, they call
Sure.
you.
Okay. right. Well, I will say to Alicia and Croxton, I'll say, I know you kind of already know this, but try to stay clear of Steven if you can. It's an axe that killed all these people, and he's been strange ever since he picked that up. Something's not right here. It's in his head.
Yeah, but it is really cold.
That's why we gotta stay by the fire.
The three of you
I know it
notice
may
that
not-
there are flames coming from the front of the cabin that you're in. You can see that there is smoke billowing on the
shit.
front of the doorstep there.
Like where we just came in?
Yep.
How the and we have no idea how it started?
No, the three of you were talking.
I'll yell out, Steven! Steven, is that you? Oh, shit. I'll quickly try to grab some stuff to smother the flames if I can.
Yeah, all three of you roll me alertness checks, please.
Nope. I try to smother myself instead.
Okay.
The guy in Naked Gun with the pillow. I pick it up and like...
Dr. Chrisman, as you are trying to rummage through all of the garbage that's around there, you don't hear anything. Croxton, you're distracted by trying to warm your hands. Alicia, you hear a heavy footfall behind you as you turn around and see Steven coming towards you with an axe.
She is going to take the gun out and say, Steven, don't make me shoot you.
I'm sorry, I have to, or they'll escape. I have to stand guard.
Bang,
You
bang,
hear,
bang.
sorry.
She's gonna start killing him.
Well, no, you wouldn't understand what I said, right?
No,
You hear
but
sorry.
No, but
yeah,
you're blathering in Old Norse and coming at her with an axe.
Yeah. Well, when I just step forward and swing, hoping that I connect,
Yeah.
I guess.
she's gonna shoot him. He's coming at her with an axe.
Go ahead and both of you roll your respective skills. And Ted, I put in your character sheet the axe. So.
Okay, cool. So I just rolled axe then, yeah.
I missed.
I missed.
You both miss. As it shunks in the floor, and Alicia, you fire wide. He moves faster than you were expecting, and you dodge back as the axe sinks into the floor inches in front of you. The other two see this happening. What are you two doing?
I'm drinking more.
Okay.
Trank him, trank him,
Well,
trank him.
I at first recoil, and he's taking a swing, and hits her. Who does he? Did he hit her?
I missed.
He's going for
Everybody-
Alicia, but he missed.
Okay. Well, out of desperation, I'll make a lunge to kind of grab and tackle him.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check, please.
Athletics. See, I do work out a little bit.
A little bit.
Bowflex.
All right, and Steven, you can dodge if you want.
I did the Jack LaLanne.
Yes.
Right, so as you come in, Dr. Chrisman, Steven dodges out of the way. It is the... Steven, you're up. It's Steven and Alicia at the moment, so who's doing what?
I'm gonna... He's like crying, and he doesn't have the torch in his hand anymore, obviously. He double hands it and tries to put one in her gut.
Okay, you are... Yeah, go ahead and roll that melee.
Shit.
It's a good thing I'm terrible,
Yeah.
No.
If I had that axe, you'd be in trouble. Thank
right,
him,
and-
Doctor.
Alicia, are you retaliating? Are you
Oh,
retorting?
yeah. Yeah, she's shouting for the doctor to get a tranquilizer, but she's also shooting him.
Okay.
And missing!
Yeah. All
Is
right.
there any possibility I can get a tranquilizer ready in the amount of time that this stuff is happening, or is that kind of a pipe dream?
I was
Well-
just assuming you had one prepped.
You
Why don't
have-
we just take the
I
axe
did-
away? Why
I
don't we
did
just take
actually.
the axe away?
I can't.
I did,
I can't
yeah.
let go of it.
We can't understand you. We're
Yeah,
going to
we
try to
don't,
take
we
it.
don't know that. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's far more. I'm just gonna try to. I mean, he's threatening you right now. I'm just gonna try to grab him again.
Yeah, you can make
Stop
another.
him from swinging.
You can make another athletics check. You do have in your first responder kit. You do have narcotics.
Yeah, it's
Take
but
these
that'll
pills.
That'll take me about 10. That'll take me like 20 seconds to get it out and prep it and get it in him. I mean, I'm not gonna take that long. He's hacking away at her, so
Sure.
I'm just trying to grab him and stop him for now.
With the 71, you don't need to dodge there. Croxton, what are you doing? Are you going to get in and try to wrestle him down?
I want to try to grab the axe. I'm not grabbing him. I'm grabbing the axe away from him. If I
All right.
can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me athletics.
I don't do Jack LaLanne.
And you were making fun of me for being the old geezer before, huh?
Well, just because I'm young doesn't mean I'm inclined to
apparently
work
not.
out.
Your tie weighs you down.
Chrisman is secretly proud that Croxton can't do shit. Even though he probably should
He's
do
weaker
that.
than I am.
Yeah.
I could be saving you, but
Right.
you're proud I'm not.
All right. As Croxton goes in to try to tackle the axe arm, Steven sees it coming, whips it up, and I'm assuming you're still going after Alicia?
Yeah, she's got the gun. He's like basically elbowing one, shouldering the other, the two guys, and then just
It's
yeah.
getting crazy up in here.
Yeah, he swings again at her. Yeah, I'm awful.
Oh, that hits though. So go ahead and roll firearm damage there. Four damage. All right. He's sitting that there, Steven.
6.
Okay. So yeah, she gets you right in the shoulder and it sinks in. You can feel that one definitely left a mark. Everyone actually take 1 point of damage as there's now smoke pouring in from the front of the cabin.
Shit.
Including me.
Yep.
Okay. At 5.
If anyone gets down to 2, let me know, because that means you are unconscious. All right, Dr. Chrisman and Croxton.
Still trying to grab him.
Make that beautiful athletics footage.
Trying to restrain him. The struggle continues.
Oof.
Oh boy.
No, he's too slippery.
He's a crazy Viking. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Odin!
Yeah.
Odin!
You mean Nodin?
Nodin! I mean Odin. Yeah, he takes the shot and he staggers back and grimaces his teeth and swings again at her.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Ah!
Yeah.
Good thing you can't drop it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's a critical 99.
Alicia.
If Alicia tackled him, could she use unarmed combat?
I would allow that. Yeah.
Oh
She-
shit, I should have been doing that then.
She's going to try to get in close enough that he has a hard time swinging at her, so she just kind of rises up and springs at him, trying to surprise him, knock him down. That prison bathroom taught her quite a bit about this. Uh-huh.
37.
Yeah,
All right.
37. She calls that move dropping the soap.
Should I try to dodge?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, she comes in low, wraps around your waist, and knocks your ass to the floor. I will let Croxton and Chrisman dive bomb you and pin you down.
And I'll say, hold him down. And I'm with one eye on the flames and the smoke, judging. I'll get into my bag and quickly get sedative out to give to him.
All right. Everyone take another willpower and another health point of damage, as the cold and the smoke is just too much. Seeping in, and even with all this activity, this quick activity, you feel the chills sinking into your bones.
Okay, that makes my willpower a 2. I'm not a 2 on my hit points, but I am a willpower of 2.
Okay, you are tired. If you drop below 2, you are going to pass out.
Do I take willpower damage there too, or no?
No, not for you. You'll take
Yeah.
the one health point
Yeah.
from the joint tackle
Yeah.
and the smoke inhalation, but
Yeah. I don't think it's my turn yet, is it?
that actually, yeah, yep, it is your turn at the moment.
So with her on top of him, he tries to reach up and grab the back of her head and take his axe and just cram it in her face.
Jeez. All right. So with that, then that will be a melee weapons, but it's minus 20 since you've got the doctor and Crocs
Oh
on you.
boy, this is going to be impossible. Yeah.
She's gonna punch him in the face. Or
As you try to thrust up, the combined weight of those two are pinning your torso down. Go ahead and your melee, your unarmed combat there.
he's wiggling around too much, I guess.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, Dr. Chrisman, you have the sedative ready. Croxton, what are you doing?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay, make an unarmed combat check.
Enough is enough.
No, it's not.
We are the worst fighters ever.
Yeah, this is comedy.
Everybody's like
See why they
slap
picked
fighting.
us.
Yeah. I hate you.
Let's have a pillow fight.
Dr. Chrisman, yeah, you have your sedative ready. Are you going to administer?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. Go ahead and give me a con times 3, Steven.
Alright, so this is against the 30, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
It's always times 5. It's really a 30, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you administer it, it doesn't take effect right away, but you can you can see that he's starting to slow down a little bit.
Yep.
Enough for one more round. Steven, what are you doing?
It was an action for me to get free.
It would be an action for you to free yourself, but you can, as Dr. Chrisman injects something in you, you start to feel sluggish. Your head is starting to get caught in.
I mean, at this point, I don't know that it matters. Nobody else. Yeah, he tries to stab her again.
Okay. Melee weapons minus 20.
Yeah.
Girl punch. Girl punch.
Yeah. I'm so weak.
That's
I'm
what
so
Chrisman
weak.
is saying. Girl punch. And whispering it in his ear.
I think Alicia's gonna take his hand, like his right below the wrist and try to slam it against the floor, force him to drop the axe.
Okay. At this point, he's, I'm going to say he's unconscious, but you slam it and he won't let go.
Before he goes unconscious, I want to whisper in his ear, "Man, we're going to pin this on you."
Alicia just slams his hand against the floor over and over and over, trying to get to release the axe.
It's not coming undone.
Like, how is that? What does that look like? Like his hand is wrapped around it, or
as
his hand
she
opens
slams,
up and it just like sticks to the hand. Like
as she slams it, his fingers are gripped tight around the axe, and she keeps slamming, and they're not releasing. She gets in and tries to pry up the fingers one by one, and it's a death grip. It's clutched in.
She pulls out a knife and she says, "Doctor, get a bandage ready." Aren't there like tendons there?
I'll say we gotta get out of this house first. It's coming. We can't get this fire out. We're gonna have to go. There is another door, isn't there? Or we can go out through the
basement,
through the cellar. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'll. Is Croxton unconscious?
No.
Not Croxton, Stephen.
Okay, Stevie. Okay, so because I thought he had kind of went on.
He's close. He's woozy. You can see that Croxton is
I'll just
chattering.
say, I'll say like, help me get him out. Get everybody outside.
Yeah, everyone take 1 health point of damage, please. Is still the activity of this moving around. You'd think getting in a fist fight would get your blood pumping and get you warm, but the cold sets in everywhere. You can feel it in your chest.
Was this cold going on before he picked up the axe?
I don't think so.
We gotta make him let go. She pulls out the knife again. She says, which ones, Doctor? Which ones make you grip?
Whichever. If I think there is something she can do, maybe even like not cutting off a finger, but severing a tendon or something.
That's what I'm thinking, like the tendons in the wrist.
If I can, I mean, I would have to know the anatomy. And
well, the doctor can do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Him the knife.
I'll have no problem doing it if I can do something to, damage the muscle so that it simply cannot grip anymore. Without chopping his fingers off.
Well, give me a medicine check, please.
Okay.
74. Yeah, with everything that's going on, you know roughly where it's at, but your head's too muddled, it's too cold.
How do you make it through a day without a malpractice suit?
I don't know. I'm obviously a terrible doctor. Well, I'll do my best. I'm not being too. I mean, we're all freezing to death here, so I'm not being too concerned about it. I very calmly just start cutting into his arm.
Sawing
through the sever whatever needs to be severed.
Yeah, all right. Then give me a D4 check, please. Or just roll me a D4, please. All right, with the 2, you start cutting it through, and you see blood gushing out. Everyone except for the doctor, give me sanity checks, please.
What? Because this is adding sanity points because I know he's dying?
This is brutal.
It is brutal.
Visceral and...
Yeah, we definitely lose some. Is that 1d4?
For this, yeah, it'll be 1d4. Oof. 4 for Croxton there. Yeah. Corporate ladder's not necessarily for you, or you never covered
yes, it is. This isn't.
This is what I do in my spare time.
Before the doctor starts cutting, he says, Crosston, why don't you go check out the snowmobiles again?
Oh, it really doesn't matter.
All right, so I'm cutting is when I think I'm done, we'll try to pry his fingers open.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
Now this is where the doctor gets to give me a sanity check.
Guess not.
All right. So as you, this one's going to be a big one. This isn't medically possible. So roll me a 1d6, please. 6. Yeah, this is. Yeah. If you lose five or more in one go, it's temporary. So do you fight?
And I have hit my breaking point. I don't know what that means in Delta Green, but I've fallen below my breaking point.
Yeah. So that is a temporary insanity, and that devolves into a permanent insanity at the end of the scenario. But right now, you are doing a fight, flight, or catatonia.
I think I'd be start to get obsessed and just try to start cutting and cutting and cutting. Like I've got to get that, even to the point if I've got to like sever that hand, I'm just like that there has to be. I mean, there medically has to be a way to get that hand to open up.
I mean, with all this
Like,
wake me up, I don't know how
yeah.
what they put me down
Definitely.
with, but if it's less than like
At this
a medically
point,
induced coma.
Anesthesia.
At this point, yeah, you're able to wake up. You feel the pain cutting into your arm that's holding the axe, but it for whatever reason you're able to override it, and you still hold on to that axe.
Yeah, I go
I
go full Hulk Hogan style and try to get up and smash the doctor with the axe if possible.
He's not suspecting it, so give me a melee with +10.
Oh no!
Finally.
Oh. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm at -3.
yeah. How's that look like when you kill the doctor?
Yeah, he just wakes up and he's hacking at his hand, and the doctor's maybe takes a break for a second, and as he does, Steven's eyes open, and he just shoots the axe up through the bottom of his chin into his mouth, blood just going everywhere as he cuts through his throat and his soft tissue underneath his jaw.
And Chrisman protests his death vigorously and then dies.
No, this isn't happening.
Alicia starts unloading.
Okay.
Did Steven lose any hit points from having his hand practically sawed off?
Yeah, he lost the 2. And let's see. Yeah, I would say at least one more from the repeated sawing.
Okay.
Well, she shot you.
That would put me at -4.
What's that look like when you kill him?
She looks with horror as his axe comes up through the doctor's skull, and she just can't get her gun up fast enough. But when she does get off the shot, it hits him, kind of to the right of his nose, just below his eye socket, and he staggers and falls to the ground. Her hands shaking, she shoots him again, and again, and again.
As he drops to the ground, the axe finally falls out of his hand. Blood pools around it, and you watch in horror as the axe absorbs his blood.
She staggers back, looks for Croxton.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Croxton, you ran out? You ran away vigorously?
I'm gonna give this trail another go.
All right.
Croxton's definitely getting a check on his athletics after this.
I'll be in the best shape I've ever died in.
Definitely. Yeah, you start making your way down the trail. Roll me a navigate check, please.
This is a trail, right?
It is. It's the middle of the night. All right, yeah, you're able to make your way, run down the trail. You see before where heavy snowfall must have fallen from the trees and blocked the path, and you see where your foot trails led off into the distance. You hear gunshots in the distance, but you're not going to be distracted by this time as you leap over the snow mound and continue running down the trail. Lose another point of willpower and health, please. And Alicia, same for you.
Okay, then I'm going down, I think, because
Do you-
my
So
willpower
he
will
still
be.
feels cold.
Willpower is 1 now.
Okay. As you leap over the barrier, the low snowfall that covered the trail before, you take a couple of steps and you're too tired. You feel it in you. You're just too exhausted. As you just lay down, that last jump took it out of you. And yeah, Alicia, you still feel the cold entering in you. It's seeping in every part of you.
She starts to cry and just despair, tears streaming down her cheeks. She walks over to where the axe on the floor is. She picks it up.
Oh,
Okay, make me a willpower.
No!
Please. Okay. Visions flood your head of a long trek, boats that's filled with people of Scandinavian and wearing furs. Most of them frostbitten and cold, shivering, hunger. Just it is etched into their faces. You see them travel for what seems to be a week or more over the ocean, finally making landfall here, but you get that gnawing sensation in the back of your head that there's fear gripping you. And it just this fear of this relentless creature that won't stop no matter what you do. And as you make your way through the forest on this new land that you didn't know was here, after leaving everything behind, you lose more and more to these things day after day. You have a word for it. It doesn't translate, but you've heard rumors of it in other tribes. And the creature is the Yudogeth. It's this never-ending cold that takes a hold of you and just zaps everything from you. You see the leader of your tribe, the Jarl, lose more people until he finally gets just overcome with emotion, goes down to his knees and screams to the heavens. And the Allfather answers prayer with lightning flash, the strike in front of him, and the axe there. Your Jarl picks it up, and his eyes glaze over for a moment and tells everyone, I know what we have to do. He leads them up into the mountain, a similar mountain that you've seen, but a little different as time has worn away the image that you saw previously on the GoPro. But he tells everyone to go into the cave and stay there. You know that he means to protect you all, and he says this is the safest place I can leave for you. As he does, you watch as he comes up to the eldest member of your clan that's survived and says, you need to tell our tale. And you watch as the elder begins etching into the walls of that cave that you saw on the GoPro. As he stands watch at the entrance to the mouth. And once the elder is done, you don't hear anything, but you feel the chill take your take your bones, take your insides. You feel it cold. The cold just zap everything from you. As you watch the Jarl look on as tears are streaming down his face, and he moves forwards as people are too weak to stand and drives the axe into every single one of them. And when he's done, he goes to the entrance of the cave and he disappears into shadow as the axe falls to the ground.
I think as the camera pans from that vision, the tears streaming down the Jarl's face to Alicia, she is kind of mirroring that with tears streaming down her face. Does she still feel the cold?
You don't feel it anymore, and as you look around, you see these ice snakes just slither away from you and make their way over to Stephen's body.
She goes over to Stephen's body and starts to hack them up as they try to maybe find refuge in the other body. She'll continue to hack them. I think eventually, if that doesn't work, she'll try to burn the whole house down.
You know one got away. You know Croxon got away. You don't know how far he got.
Yeah, she'll go out, go over to the snowmobiles because she doesn't know if they'll start or not. But she's a mechanic.
And with that, you're able to find some diesel. You're able to clear the fuel line and get it started again.
Yeah, she'll take off down the trail with the headlight of the snowmobile, try to find Croxton.
He didn't make it far from the cabin. He probably made about less than a quarter of a mile away. But you find his body there, and you see the snakes writhing on him, crawling inside, and it appears more and more multiplying, coming out of him.
Yeah, she gets off of the snowmobile and hacks his body to pieces, all the snakes coming out of it.
And as you slash each snake, here's fine crystalline powder and evaporates in the wind, and you drive your axe into Croxton. The snakes inside stop moving. You feel that sense of accomplishment. That's set, done. The calling is complete. Have just moments before you done. You know you're done, but you have moments left before you're officially done.
She looks at the axe, looks up to the mountains and the darkness where she thinks that it came from. Are you saying that she senses that she's going to die?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah, she reassures herself again that she got them all. And she walks over to the forest and she takes the axe, and if she can release it now, she'll throw it as hard as she can into the forest.
Yeah, you're able to release it, and as you throw it, you feel your body just dissolve and turn into shadow and travel along with the axe. And as that axe lands, the camera kind of pans out, and you see in the camera lens just your hands as a shadow grabbed towards the base, or coming away from the base of the axe outstretched towards the bodies that were slain by it. That's where we will end Delta Green and Numb. So questions, comments? What do y'all think?
That was excellent.
I died. No, it was good.
I'll remember this, Slip.
Hey, you were already
Every one of us killed another person. So there you go. Oh no, the doctor didn't get to kill anybody.
just almost severed your hand.
Yeah, he tortured me.
He contributed.
But who killed the most? That's the true winner.
There's three-way tie for one, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, it's super late.
Yep.
But this was really fun. I enjoyed it immensely. Great job, Danish.
3 in a row, Slip. Jeez.
Come convention time, this is This is a half day for me.
Slip have to get up and walk around so she didn't get a blood clot in her legs.
Right.
Really long plane ride.
All right, guys. I will talk to you later.
See you.
Yeah.